actually 30. So let me see. Hey guys, it is Dinah and welcome to another live after so long. I was gonna say so many years, but like, let me not be dramatic. Um, so it is Beauty Maintenance Day, as you read in the title. So your girl needs to get her nails done. I need to get my nails done. I need to get my feet done. I could not continue to walk around looking like the Bride of Frankenstein. I already showered and everything. I did my hair removal treatment. So we out here looking nice and smooth and feeling smooth. Just going out for drinks and dancing with my girlfriend. Yes, I guess I'll just be giving you a little updates. I'm just gonna start doing my makeup right now. I have my hair appointment at 3, but I know I'm going to be a little late because I forgot to call my driver to pick up the babysitter. I was supposed to call him yesterday, so I called him last minute today. So he's gonna be picking her up a little close to the time that I need her here. But it's okay. That's one thing that I really need to like do better is like I just need to get like a driver report and just write all my to dos for the day on there. That way I see it and get it done. I was supposed to register baby girl for kindergarten yesterday. I missed that. I went and took a nap because I was trying to make Aston take her nap and she woke up and she slept for like 10 minutes. Oh, I need my mirror. Hello, baby. Aston's right here. She woke up from her nap maybe like 30 minutes ago, maybe a little bit longer. I'm just putting on this e.l.f. putty primer. Um, I know I did not like really finish that last story time that I did when I went live the last time. But honestly, that was basically the story. Like I gave like a quick, fast version. Um, um, okay, that was weird. I think I had storage issues. I need to get a new phone. Um, Cause I gotta like redo it now. Whatever. You're just gonna be a little crooked. There. It's gonna be a little crooked. Anyways, this season is both Aston and my birthday season. We're both spring babies. So Aston turns 4 this spring and I turn 33. 30. Wait. Flirty 30. um, Let me give you a little catch up. Oh, baby, why you gotta look at me so mean? Aston's becoming more and more independent, and well, let me show you what she did. We're so proud of her. Let me show you what she did. Don't be all up in my refrigerator. Okay. So this, I be getting the Gerber toddler little meals, and it helps because it transitions from baby food to like real food, and we know Aston doesn't like the solids, so that's why this is good. So this was I don't know. See, she basically ate most of this. This was mashed potatoes with gravy with like little turkey bits mixed in, but it was really small. I mean, there were some big chunks, but her cousin ate the big chunks, and these were really soft carrots. I need to throw this out because you're only supposed to let it stay in for 1 day. It's been enough for 2 days. But yeah, so it's like mashed potatoes and gravy with turkey bits in it, and then smushy carrots, and they were really soft. Like she didn't like that; it felt solid. It's hard for me to like do make up if I'm talking on my chest. Boo-boos. Boo-boos. Blush. Anyways, um, but yeah, so I ate most of that, and I'm happy because, like I said, it had real like pieces of meat in there, and she did not. Normally, when Aston feels something solid, if like I try to mix stuff in with her baby food, she'll spit it out. She'll wipe it off her tongue. She did not do that this time. I mean, like the bigger pieces, yeah, but I need to find my setting spray. I think I left it in the Uber. So that's not cool. But I was just really happy and proud. I was like, ah, we're getting closer. So I'm going to buy way more of those Gerber meals so she can eat up. Boom, boom, boom. Hello. Get off this milk machine. Hello. Yes. All right. I always start with my eyebrows. So that is what we're doing. But yeah, as I said, I'm just going dancing tonight with my girlfriend. I have like I be acting like a little kid when I'm like talking about stuff like this, but I have oh boo-boos. I showed you. Alright, let me see how much makeup I can get done before they get here because I play too much because I'm going to actually I want to have my makeup done. So I got 30 minutes. Can we do it? Because I do not want to do my makeup in the Uber. Like, sometimes, yes, but not tonight. Um, yes, baby. Yeah, like I said, I'm just going dancing. Um, I allowed myself to get close to this one female, and I'm kind of glad that I did because I don't know, I kind of like really live a really guarded life. Like, of course, like I'm bubbly, fun, and like friendly, but I do not call any and everybody my friend. Like, I don't know if y'all noticed, but I never go around calling people my friends. Like, hardly ever. Because I take that word seriously. Like, if you're gonna be like giving someone access to you like that, it can't just be any old regular degular. It gotta be a high quality human being, a human being that is doing their self work just like you should be doing your self work. Somebody who basically iron sharpens iron. Like we both have to be like growing because we gotta help each other grow. You know. So if you're like stagnant and you're not desiring more for yourself and you're not going anywhere, I can't go nowhere with you. You can do that all by yourself, baby. But not just that, like you don't want to be the only person pouring into a relationship, whether it's a business, romantic, or friendship relationship, or with family. So that's why I don't go around calling people friend because I'll say associate or acquaintance because I like me, a lot of my attributes, like I'm really like an encourager. I uplift and build people and stuff. And, like I'm always desiring like a closer walk with God and stuff. And everything's a process. Like nothing happens overnight, but it's like the desire and intent to want more. to want growth. And so I don't ever want to be like the only person pouring into a relationship and nobody else is like giving anything back. Like no takers. So that's why I don't just go around calling people friends. Like we could be acquaintances and associates. And of course, it has to be somebody I feel 100% comfortable to be myself around because I'm everything. I'm so quirky and funny and awkward and silly, but then I'm also like, I get like revelation and I go deep. So, I need somebody where I can freely be all of those things around. Um, and tell your secrets too. But I don't like saying secrets, but like your intimate details too. So I allow myself to get close to this lady, and she and I don't want to say like we're really similar, but she and I get along so well. I mean, so far, like I've known her since. Oh wow, I've known her for almost a year now because we met probably like in May, but like I wasn't like officially like talking to her, hanging out with her yet. So we met in May last year when I started um, working at this one club in the city, and yeah, she was just like one of the girls that I was like kind of cool with, you know. Boom, boom, boom. I don't know where my setting spray is. I think I left it in that Uber. Boom, 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 boom. I got my waist trainer on if you're wondering. This guy I'm talking to, he says he's like a personal trainer. Like that's not his real thing. Like he's an engineer. He's in engineering, but he says like he likes to exercise and work out, and he's trained people before. And he's like, yeah, I could train you, blah blah blah, which is so funny because I feel like I manifested that because I had thought about that, like some days ago, and I was like, what if like one of the guys I'm talking to is like really like a fitness junkie, and he starts taking me to the gym and makes me get back in shape because my figure, my body, my health is one of my um, biggest areas of like where I desire like improvement. Um, so yeah, so I thought that was funny because I'm like this year I want to get back active, like start back working out and doing yoga and just getting back in shape because look at this. I should not have spillage. Look at that excess. I know y'all are probably like, girl, you tripping, but I see it. So, like, look, let's not kill you. Like, I want everything to be clean and lean. Mm, okay. Excuse me, bird. But yeah, I'm going to the hair salon and then I'm going to the nail salon. So hopefully it doesn't take more than 3 hours because I need to the nail salon they'll let you be seen by like 6:30 the latest. They might possibly do it at 7 if they meet the customers, but yeah, we'll see. Ugh. But yeah, so let me give y'all these little updates. So yes, I made a friend. I'm happy. I don't want to speak on something too soon, but there may be a project coming up in the very near future. So we shall see what starts popping this summer with your girl. There we go. Blend this out. That tastes very well. But yeah, so like I'm just gonna I'm gonna complete that little story time before I start going into these updates. And I do apologize for always ghosting you guys. I'm not a very good friend. I do apologize. I'm sorry. I just sometimes I just don't feel like going live. And then Aston broke my laptop charger, the charger to my laptop, so I have to get a new one. So that's also why I haven't gone live, because I prefer to go live on my laptop, not on my cell phone. And yeah, so my laptop is dead. I'm just going to the hair salon to get a silk press. Last month I got a relaxer, so look, it's still straight. So I'm just getting a silk press. That's all. So what are we doing? Um, so let me do my face and all of this. But yeah, so let me finish that little story time while I was talking about that unattractive elderly male. So basically, obviously, you guys know I date. I like to date older men. I like the hypergamy lifestyle. I'm just not really attracted to younger guys. Women tell me their age. I never care, because I'm like, as long as they're older than me. The only thing I care about is that you're not younger than me, because I be having some little 20-something girls be trying to get at me, and I'm like, no. Um, make sure ain't nothing popped out. But anyways, yeah. So I had met that person back in December on the Sugar Daddy site. Um, he didn't have his photo up like most of them don't, for privacy reasons. Um, and then so finally, when we were messaging, finally he did send me a photo of him. And I mean, like, of course he was not the most attractive in the photo, uh, but the photo did not. I don't know. Him in real life looked way worse than the photo. Like, of course, I already knew. I don't know. I just felt like the photo was something I could handle, but in real life, it was a no. And I think it was a combination of a lot of things. Like, I had just finished doing my fast. I was like I had my mindset on not even dating this year. So I think it was just like my mindset also was kind of in the uh, not having it mode when I actually saw him and met him in person. But yeah, so like when he sent me the picture, I was like, oh, he's unattractive, but who cares? Like, he's paid, like, and he's willing to spoil me. Not just a little this, a little that, like whatever I ask for, I can have, plus an allowance. But he was like the dream sugar daddy, but obviously he had to be, because he was not attractive. So you gotta be having a good sales pitch looking like that. And if you're wondering, so basically he was short, elderly, like really old. That's why I keep saying elderly. Like, I'm not saying older. Like, who knows how old that man was? Because like I said, I never asked. Um, I don't remember what it said on the profile either, because that was months ago, like 5 months ago maybe. But anyways, the point is, he basically looked like Mr. Potato Head. He looked like a combination of Mr. Potato Head. Yes, he wore glasses also. He looked like Mr. Potato Head, Mr. Egghead. He looked like Humpty Dumpty. Um, he looked like everything. What's that movie with those space people? Yeah, the Eggheads. What's that movie with them aliens and they have the egg shaped heads? He looked like that, but the elderly version. He looked like all of that combined. So throw that space alien with the egghead in a blender with Mr. Potato Head, Mr. Egghead, and the Mr. Humpty Dumpty, all of them in a blender together. That's what he looked like with the glasses, elderly. And he just, I don't know, he just looked like he wore a diaper, even though he didn't. He wore boxers, but still, it just was not appealing and attractive. And I don't know, he was just like too thirsty because from like our messages, like, sorry if I keep saying that like a lot, but like, I have a way with words and I have a way of selling a dream, and these individuals get really excited and they really want to see me and spend time with me. So he was eating up everything I was feeding him. And when it came down to it, I honestly did not want him to touch me because he was like just very unattractive. I was just not attracted to him, and it was hard for me to play it off. He wanted the most. Like I didn't even want to kiss him. I'm like, okay, we gotta like sell it a little bit, sell it somehow, like you like him. But I did not do any open mouth kissing. Like I kissed him, but no open mouth. And you know, he's an old head. You know, the older guys they like all of that romance, open mouth kissing, all types of other things I cannot say on here. Um, Happy Friday, by the way. Happy Friday, you guys. That's makeup on my lip. There. But yes, so it was just hard for me to have my facial expressions because it was like as soon as I got there, he just wanted to get straight to it because I was like, oh, running late. So I had my girlfriend meet him before me because I be trying to help. I be trying to help people out make money. So she went to go see him. She was only supposed to hang out with him, keep him company until I got there. But like I said, the man was so eager, and anxious to see me, be with me, all of the above, that he couldn't wait. So you know, they did a little grown up activity. And then she texted me, she was like, girl, he's such and such. And I was like, oh, that surprised me because I'm like, she was just like, I didn't tell her to do that. Um, she made her little bit of money. I was like, oh, I thought she was just going to keep him company until I got there. Like, I don't feel no type of way because, like I said, I'm like not into him like that. Um, but, so keep that in mind. He already got himself a little a little meal. Well, it wasn't this meal, but he got him a little. He got fed. Then once I finally get there, I mean, he was being sweet and nice and accommodating, making sure I had everything I needed. Except he wasn't trying to order room service. Like I said, he just was being really anxious and thirsty because we were supposed to have gone to dinner, but since I couldn't leave that early, he had his dinner and he was like we could order room service when I got there, but when I got there he was just trying to get straight to the main event, so he wasn't really trying to order me room service for me. And I'm like, wow, I still need to eat, and obviously I'm trying to kill time because I did not want him to touch me. He like as soon as I walked through the door all up on me, I'm like, okay, chill, like. And I was teasing him a little bit, but that don't mean you can have it just because I'm teasing you. Um, but eventually my girl left because, like I said, he was so anxious for me that once I got there, he like no interest in her or very little. Like it was all about me. So she left because she like, all right, well, I already did what I was supposed to do. I kept him company and then some, got paid. So she left. Um, I had an associate delivered a party favor. Not the pill. Should have took the pill because I would have been able to survive the night and would have kept him so that I could be spoiled ex, wait exponentially. Because I'm trying to see which word I want to say. Yeah, exponentially. Um, but sometimes you just gotta have standards and not be desperate, and that's how I was. I was like, no, I'm not desperate. I'm not pressed. We not getting down like that, you and I. And he must have sensed that I did not want to be interactive with him because I kept my distance. Every time he kept trying to get all up on me, I kept going like to the other side of the room, and I was like doing the party favor and drinking, trying to get inebriated. And he ordered me a Caesar salad. So I was like taking my time eating that, and he was just looking really impatient. Like, come on, girl. So I did kiss him though, but no open mouth. And you know, that's my big girl, my big baby. You're so sweet, Boogie. Oh, sweet girl. You're so cute. Why you look so sad? But yeah, I'm not going to go into details because I'm not really going to be doing detailed story times in that sense pertaining to those activities. Um, but yeah, so that was pretty much it. That's pretty much what happened. Like I did not get down with him. Like I like I allowed him to believe, led him to believe from the messages. Because once I saw him in person, everything changed. I was like, ugh. I'm not desperate. I'm not. So I stayed the night for a little bit and took my butt back home um, before the sun came up. And so, because now that it's raining more than ever. But the moral of the story was, so he messaged me later that morning. He was like, "Yeah, I could tell that you didn't want anything to do with me. You didn't even want to kiss." He was like, "You didn't even want to kiss me." Blah blah blah. And he's like, "I've had very successful relationships like this, and I take really good care of my girls." And he was like, "But I expect to be taken care of, you know, actually." So he was like, so this will be the last time that I'm reaching out. He's like, it was really nice to have met you, but I could just tell that you weren't interested in me like that, in that way. And, like, when I read it, I was thinking, like, good, like, I don't care, like, good riddance, like, I don't want to be bothered. And so I thought of, like, giving, like a dismissal response, kind of like, pretty much like, you're right, I did not want to be interactive with you in that way. But I was like, no, don't hurt his feelings because he's already sad because he didn't even live out here. Like I kept thinking he lived in the state. No, he lived in Wisconsin. Um, and so he came all the way out here and booked a room. Um, he travels a lot for work, so it's not that big of a deal. Hello, pretty girl. All right, let me get her milk bag. Cutie doo. Come and put that thing on me. Alright, so let's see here. What was I telling y'all? Um, sorry, I'm like, where did I leave off at? But yeah, that's pretty much was the story time of that unattractive elderly SD that I fumbled. But I didn't even fumble. I just let that go because I was not interested in that situation. Um, and I always kept thinking like, dang, I should have like had taken the pill because like who doesn't want to be spoiled and taking shopping and all this stuff and have the allowance and just be able to move freely in life. But I was like, it's just not working. I'm not that desperate. And then I was like, girl, would have only been like 4 minutes. 4 minutes. You couldn't endure for 4 minutes. But what else? So that was that. Mm, do, 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 do. You guys want me to tell you about my soul tie? Um, because I was about to start telling you about like the updates. So in March, so that was last month in March with the old man, but that was like at the beginning, like the first week of March. And then like maybe the second, like the middle of March, this other person who I had been talking to in December, I met that person in real life, IRL. Um, from when my girl and I would go out to like the bars and stuff. And this person, he's like like a major. I don't want to say like major, but he's like a serious person in Chicago. He has businesses, his own establishments in the city, and he has money, of course. He has homes in different states, and yeah, he just travels a lot, and he's always like inviting me and whoever my friend is at the time, whoever I'm hanging out with, he's always inviting us to like come travel with him, go out the country. He knows I have a daughter, so I'm like he's always inviting me. I'm like, I can't leave. He tells me like his ideal woman would be like somebody like me, but without a kid, because then be available to do things. He'd always be like inviting me out for like day drinking. I'm like, you know how like my daughter is gonna be coming home from school. No, I'm not drinking that early, and the baby in school, and no, I gotta be level headed to take care of her throughout the day. Like I don't do anything on the weekdays. I stay home and take care of the baby. But yeah, so we had known each other since December, and we hung out a few times. We met um just through mutual people, like this girl and I, who I was working with last year, we got invited to an after party, and we went with a different person, and it was his house. He was the host, and for whatever reason, he just liked us, but really, he just liked me. I mean, he liked her too, but like he says, like I was the glue, like I was like, um, I guess he just connected better with me, and he just always wanted to like get closer with us because he's like into like the poly relationships. And at the time, the girl I was working with, we would, you know, work as if we were girlfriends, and like you get to have two girls at the same time type thing. So he liked us for that. Let me do the blush and then I will do this. Um, Here we go. Because I'm trying to see what blush I want to use. Ay, ay, ay. Alright, let me see. Here I come, Puka. Oops, I used it way too much. Way too much. Because I like to kind of use this like as a bronzer. This is blush. But I don't know, I use it like as a bronzer blush. Um, okay. Oh, I need to wrap this up. Here I come, boo boo. Okay, so I'm not done with my makeup. But yeah, I gotta wrap this up because I got stuff to do. So let me hurry this up. Boop, boop, boop. All right, let me hurry up. All right, because I got to get off the phone so that they could call me. You know what I'm saying? Oops. See, I'm like missing steps. I'm coming, Cookie. Asking, getting irritated because it's time for her meal. All right, but all right, that's all I have time for. I gotta start doing her milk, and I need to free up my phone so people can call me. So I'll just catch you guys when I upload these shorts. Bye. Um, boom.